Sure, it's gonna look a little dark on this camera. But I've been trying to, I don't know, find my way, get myself together, be a good role model for my kids, you know, all the basics of life. Stop worrying about what people think. Stop being scared to lose people. All of the above, okay? It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, if I could do say so myself. But God always helps me out. You know, he hasn't been a fence. He's been a brick wall, like a brick concrete wall. So I'm just trying to see what I can do in content to help other people out and help myself out and just hold myself accountable for, you know, things that I'm not accomplishing myself, the goals that I've set out. That's why I said I don't want to do a resolution this year. I just feel like I just want to just do it and see what happens, you know? See what it takes me. Stop worrying so much. But, you know, life is funny. It's a funny thing, you know? So, okay, I'm just blending this in. Now, if you see it looks a little orangey, but it's going to kind of die down a little bit. Okay. Trying to see where life takes me. This year, I'm really excited, though. I don't know for what. It's just something in me that's telling me to be excited, be happy. I just feel like the energy, as I'm getting older, I'm learning more about energy and what you put out, what you receive, and you know, and if you put all these negative thoughts out into the world, what are you gonna get? Negative responses, right? So I've been trying to really stop thinking that this doesn't work out. It's not healthy for you either. Stress is a killer. So it's not healthy. So my motivation is just really myself. I want to be more excited for myself, you know. I've always been excited for other people doing great things, and they never gave up. I've seen my friends fail. I've seen them go through times in their life where they just felt like it's just everything. And they've seen me go through things in my life that when we felt like nothing was going right. And it just, you know, it just wasn't going the way that we planned. And as much as you plan, you still, and there is still, can fail, you know. So you know, you can't be scared to fail, and I guess that's something that I'm trying to learn. I failed so many times, hard, okay? And you can't be scared to not win sometimes. Sometimes it's just not your time to win, you know? Sometimes you're like, why is this person, you know, having all the good luck? But you don't know how much they've been through to get that luck. Because I know nobody, you know, people tell you all the good things that happen in their lives. They tell you all the good moments. But nobody really sits up and tells you all the bad moments, okay? So you gotta stop judging people and thinking that you're less than because it's not your moment yet. It's just not your moment yet. You know, it'll come. But it won't come if you're not positive. You know, there's a lot of people out here, when they see something good, they start getting negative and why them? Why not me? And then it takes longer for that blessing to come. Okay? So I put this all in my skin. I really like this Morphe. This Morphe foundation, I believe, is $18 at Morphe. I got it on a sale with the continuous spray. I think I paid $24 for the foundation and the spray, which was really a good deal. Saved about $10. That was a good deal. But you got to start saying, you know what? Look at them getting blessed. Look at all the good things that happens in their life. I think that I can also get something, because everybody's blessing isn't for you. You know, everything is not for you. You know, some people like to do different things. You're like wondering why, but you're not seeing all the time and the effort and the late nights they stayed up trying to accomplish these goals. We never see the backstory. We only see the front. You know, it's basically like kind of saying, like, we only see the outside of someone, but we don't see the inside of what goes on, you know. We don't see how someone sat up and just wrote all their things down of what they wanted to do and mapped it out, and then critiqued each part and broke it down and switched it around and went and tried it and it didn't work, and then went back to the drawing board and made another, you know, another way. So we don't see that process, you know. It's not an easy process. And that's what I had to learn, is like, it's not an easy process. It's not, you know, you got to just be positive, you know. Everything ain't gonna be for you. And that's something that I had to learn, that everything is not for you, okay? So I'm gonna use this Fit Me concealer for my under eyes. It's 20 Sand, okay? So I'm trying to do this, talk, and look in this mirror and look at the camera, but we'll see. Now this one is a little bit more creamier. It's not as thick consistency. I'm only gonna put a little bit. I'm gonna look like and this time I'm gonna put a little bit on my mustache, a little bit here. And I'm just putting a little bit. Like, you notice I didn't even dip more than one time, I believe. And then we're gonna blend this in. But we don't see all the failures that people do, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna put that into my eye. You see that? So we just think, oh, they just started yesterday and today they just got this going on for them, but nobody saw the year prior to when the idea or the opportunity came along, and they had to figure out what they were going to do, how they're going to do it. You know, there's people out here that start businesses and brands with a little bit of money, but they made sure they networked with people. They had to take losses, you know. They had to give people product to show whatever their product is, you know, free. And usually in the first year of a business, you don't make any money. You do make money, but you don't make it for you. You make it for the business. So it's like, basically, when you start a business, I believe, I don't have a business, but this is just my way of thinking, that when you start a business, that first year is up in the air, you know. You start off little with something little. I'm using this Rose Gold Skin Mist by Farah Sally 2. I got this at Sephora. I sprayed a little bit on my sponge because I'm going to set this foundation in. This was $39 at Sephora. This is more high-end product. Now, I'm hoping that it doesn't make my foundation look crazy. But you didn't see the process of what happened, okay? When you start off a business, you want to give people, you want to put your name out there, so you give people, you know, some product. They don't buy it, most likely, you know, you're just giving it to them so they can show it off. And so, you know, you're really investing in yourself, you know. And it's so hard for me because I wanted to start my baking business, and then it's hard doing a lot of stuff by yourself, you know. I tried. I sat here and I just really I just felt like I didn't want to be judged. I'm going to spray it a little bit more just to kind of set. Then I'm going to tap it in again. But I didn't, I was in here and I just kind of like one day I was like, you know what, I baked. Let me try to make some extra money. And, you know, do something. And I was doing it for a while, and then it was like, I didn't think about the baking part, the going out to get the stuff. You know, people, when you're starting out, the deals that you get people, you know, sometimes you don't even make money. Like you spend, people don't understand, like when making a cake, it doesn't take an hour or two to make a cake. You got to cook the cake. You got to put it in the refrigerator to cool, you know, and then you got to wait for the house to cool down to start doing like chocolate work or certain work with your cake. I mean, this process can take a couple days just to prep before the product is even done, only to get a fraction of the money and the time. You know, people don't think about, they think about the money, but they don't think about the time. You know, you should get paid for your time as well, you know. So it's just, it's hard sometimes. Okay, so my base is in, and also I use a damp beauty sponge, and I usually take it and I squeeze it, the excess, so it doesn't, it's not wet, because you don't want a wet sponge on your face because it's gonna pull that makeup off. You want the makeup to be patted into the face, and you want to blend. You see, you want to blend, but you know, it's hard. It's really hard. It's like I'm gonna take a sip of water, but it's just like, oh. What do you do? What do you do? There's so many different ideas that I've wanted to do. You know, like one is the Yanni steam. I want to do that. Okay, now this is something I made. This is something I made for, well, I didn't make. I've had it as my personal, but I made this. And you see all the roses in there. It smells so good too. Candela. But you know, I just want to, I have so much creative content, and I need to find my vibe. I need to find my way, making a way downtown, you know. I want to find my way, like, gosh, like, and I'm so ADHD, like, Lord Jesus, like, I start something and then I stop, like, I'm like, God. Like, my follow-through is terrible. You know, when you get older, you start learning that who's your setup. Who said what happened. Like you set your own self up for failure, you know. Oh, my follow-through. Look, the initial is nothing, but the follow-through, boy, the initial is the easy part. The follow-through is the hard part, you know. Now, I got this brush off Amazon. I don't know what it's called, but this is the e.l.f. Brow Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream in medium brown. I am still trying to learn how to do my eyebrows. The one good thing I can say about my eyebrows, and I didn't even comb them yet. One thing I could say about my eyebrows, I got some pretty nice eyebrows. Lately, I've been trying to do my own. So this one looks like a cousin, a long distance cousin instead of a twin, you know. You got to understand your eyebrows aren't twins. And I just like to fill them in. Now, I myself personally don't, I do concealer sometimes to line them out. But sometimes I don't like to, because you get that like shadow. Like up here it's all white, up down here it's all white, and then I don't know, I never really care for that. And I'm gonna stroke like my hairs, of the way that my hairs are going. Just fill them in, and then I'm gonna comb them. Okay, so you just kind of want to comb through. Comb through here. And they're a little light, but I don't really like dark eyebrows. Like, I want them to look natural. I mean, they are natural, but I want them to look natural. So, okay. Just a little run through. Then I'm going to use my e.l.f. Wow Brow. Okay. e.l.f. Wow Brow in deep brown. And this kind of keeps them together. I'm going to take this excess off. Keeps them together. It looks like a little mascara. That gives it a little bit of more color. Because I don't want to put like dark and then put that on there, because it's going to look really dark. Okay. And I don't want to be really dark. Okay. So, yeah. So, 2020, I hope to kind of, I don't want to say vlog. It could be vlogging. I don't know where this is going to go, but it could be vlogging or not. I just want to do something different. And enjoy stuff and get better, you know. So my base is down, my eyebrows. That far solid has me looking a little glowy. Okay. So I'm gonna put some blush. Now today I'm gonna use this Physician formula. It's called Bronze Booster Light to Medium Airbrushing Bronzing Veil. I really like Physicians Formulas bronzers. I do have a few other bronzers. I really want to save for this Marc Jacobs bronzer. It's so pretty. But again, it's kind of high. So what I do is like products I like to, and since this is a get rid of with me, I'm not going to give you step by step. You can see what I'm doing. But the Marc Jacobs is a really good bronzer I've seen. But like some products that I know like better products does better, you know. I kind of try to save up some money, or if I have like an extra money. It was pretty much my Christmas gifts. That for Sally was my Christmas gift to myself. See, it's not really dark. It's just lighter. Gives you a little bit of light, and being it's winter, I don't want to look like I just got out on the beach, you know. Like, girl, how you get on the beach and it's winter everywhere? Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit, and then I'm gonna put some here. Now, being that this is light to medium, it doesn't look so brown. Like, you can see it a little bit, but it doesn't look so brown. And me being older, you know, your skin starts one day, maybe I can afford to pump that up a little bit. But, you know, getting older, your face starts kind of drooping down. So you want to kind of snatch that together. And then we're going to put a little bit more here, because I don't really see it. I want to a little bit. I don't want to be bronze to the gods, but I do want to be having some color. Okay. And this foundation is a little bit darker than that other foundation. If you want to look at that video, that was a $5 foundation I got from Dollar Tree. I did a video on it. And to review, that foundation lasted really good. I went to sleep and everything. It stayed on my face. I think just because of concealer, like in here, kind of broke up a little bit. But like, these are my oily areas, my chin, my forehead, and the creases around my nose kind of just, you know. But actually, it only was it was only my chin. And I don't know too if it was the concealer that I had on, because you have to understand too, some products just don't work together. You know, every makeup you get does not work together. It just doesn't. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna try to snatch my nose a little bit. Get that together. Okay, I like to put a little bit here, kind of help with the stain. Okay. Now, the favorite thing that I want to try. Oh, the Fenty. This is called the Moroccan Spice. It's by Fenty. Rihanna, Riri, we love you. This is called the Moroccan Spice. This was originally $59. I was looking at the Cardi Bible palette, and I really want the Jackie Aina palette, but those are like 40 something dollars, so we're gonna have to save for that. I really like this packaging. It looks like a ruby or something, like, you know, a jewel. It's really pretty with the purple. Really good colors in here. Now I'm not good at my eyeshadow that much, but we're gonna do what we do, okay? But I want to show you the inside. Oop. Got some golds, some light colors, some mattes, some shimmers. I really saw this and I was like, $29. I got to get that. I got to get that. And I like Fenty's products. You know, like there's one more gloss that I want to get, but I have these glosses. This one's Fussy, which I really like. And this one is Diamond Milk, and I really like that one. So I really like Rihanna's line. I really think she did a good job on it. She was glowing, like glowing. Okay. So I'm really happy that I like Rihanna. I really like Rihanna. Now, let's see what happens, okay? So anyway, so this year I want to start showing you guys some recipes. I know there's some people that's been on my Facebook that like some of the stuff I make. I mean, you know, everybody cooks different. There's nothing against anybody, you know. And I don't want to say it like that, nothing against anybody, because it's nothing like that. What I'm saying, meaning is, you know, everybody does things different. And that's how I'm a self-taught cook. Like, I burnt stuff. I used the wrong pans, heat, temperature, you know. I taught myself how to cook because I have kids. And, you know, you never know what kind of advice you can get from someone else. And I have a Morphe brush here. I just got these. This is from their eye favorites. So if you want some new eye brushes, I want to say this was $52. But it has 15 different eye brushes in there. So I'm trying to, you see that powder? Now I have some fallout, but I'm not worried about it as long as it has pigment. Now this is what they call a transition color. So this brush here helps with, like, you kind of pat it in and then you kind of blend it. You know, these brushes, what I'm learning is, like, better brushes will, and I don't even mean better brushes, but certain type of brushes, it gives you more control of where the eyeshadow is going. Now, I guess I could have primed my lid a little bit to make it pop, but I'm going out to work and I don't really need to be popping like that. So I'm gonna do the top part of, and I have hooded eyes. So if you see this part right here, I have hooded eyes. So it's a little bit a process with that too. Like, sometimes I'll put stuff on and you can't see it because my eye is hooded. But this is really nice. Okay. But anyway, so my goal this year is to stop being such a damn quitter. Like, I need to follow through. I really want to start reading more this year. I was thinking about even doing like a monthly book club. Get some people there, and then like every month on a Sunday, we meet and talk about the book, write notes down, have a little like ladies brunch, tea, sandwiches, you know, stuff like that. And just have a talk about, you know, the book and how we felt about it, and just, you know, I want to do different things. I'm tired of the life, I guess I don't want to say I'm tired of the life I live, but I want to do on something more growing this year. Like, I've been growing up, I guess. I've been doing a little bit better of well, I don't want to say I've been doing a little bit better on decision making, because that's not the case. But I just want to grow more spiritually with myself, and I want to be happy with myself and the decisions I make at the end of the day. Now, am I going to make wrong decisions? Yes, I'm going to make wrong decisions, of course. But I'm going to make some right ones too, you know? So I really want to just focus more on that. Okay. Now it looks crazy because we only laid this down. Now I'm going to blend it down a little bit just to give it some evenness. Okay. And that was Come and Get It. That was called Come and Get It. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with this more precise brush. This is the E17. And I'm going to go into my crease. And I'm going to make my crease a little bit darker. Okay. So we're going to use this Hennessy. It's called Hennessy. Go on, Riri. So I'm going to put Hennessy and I'm going to go into the crease. And I just feel for my, like this part right here, I feel here. Okay. And I just put some color there, and then I just kind of go in there and blend it out. You know, I just blend it out. But you want to put it in that. For me, I have a hooded eye, so I push it into that socket and just kind of blend it. But I usually just put the color and then blend it so I can see. Because it'll be on there a little bit. So I just want to see what I got going on there. And don't trip off the eyelid, because I think I might cut that crease. I'm not sure. And then here, I just want to show you. So, what are your guys' plans for 2020? Is there anything that you feel like, you know, tell me in the comments what you feel like. Is there something you're working on? Like, I don't want you to tell me what you're working on, because you don't always want to tell people until it's like in the process of doing something. But like, what do you want to work on? Where's your goal? Like, your 2020 goal. Let's just say, forget the 5-year goal. What's your 2020 goal? What by January of next year do you want, where do you want to be at, or in the process of being at? Like, you know, people always talk about people changing. Not too much fallout. I'm sorry, I'll make sure. People changing, but you're supposed, if you ain't changing, there's something wrong with you. I really feel bad for you. Some people are content with nothing, you know. And I'm not mad at them. Some people are just content with living life and just making it day by day, which we all do, but we all want to do something better. At least that's what I was hoping. That's what I hope, you know, that some people want to do. You know what? I'm just going to leave that like that. Can't really see on the camera. It looks crazy, but it all come together. Okay. Yeah, so what would be something that you want to do? And then it's like, you got to learn to, you need to really write things down. And that's something, I got all these little books and tablets and things, you know, writing all these things down. And next thing you know, I done forgot what I wrote down, and I lost it, and I didn't do it no more. And I was going to do it, and I came up with an excuse of why I didn't do it, and it just gets bad after that. I'm going to use this. So, excuse me. So, I'm going to put this saffron, which is this pink here. This pink here, this darker pink. So, you know, what's your plans? Do you want to do? Like, what's your plans? Now, I'm gonna do like pink in the side. Now, if I would have put some darn, and if I had a better camera, you would see how pretty these colors are. I'm not a makeup artist. I play one on YouTube. No. But I'm just learning. I just like makeup. It's just, It's fun. It's fun. Have fun. If you look crazy, oh well. But what would you want to do this year? Is there anything you got planned to do? These actually blend really well. I'm just doing my eyelid at the bottom. I'm gonna just do my whole lid. Then I'm going in with some little shimmer. This is a little matte. Kind of blending in with that brown a little bit. Okay. But yeah, like what are you planning on doing this year? Or are you planning to do something this year? Or are you just gonna go with the flow? You know? Let me know. And also, are you doing what you need to do to get there? That's something that I gotta come to terms with. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing to get to where you're trying to go? I don't know. Most likely I'm not. I let events stop me from doing what I should be doing. I'm gonna put this brown to come and get it under my eye. A little of that. It still had a little bit of that pink on there. And I'm gonna just go under my eye. Boy, people make the craziest faces. I gotta learn not to make the faces. So under my eye, I'm gonna go under here. Kind of smudge it up and meet it like here. Okay, meet it here. Kind of add that up, kind of sweep that out. Okay, now that I look like a ghost, now I want some shimmer. Now, ooh, there's some pretty shimmers here. I think I'm gonna go with, I'm just gonna pop this shimmer here. You see it? Ooh, I'm gonna just pop that on my lid. Okay. You see that? So I'm gonna use my finger. And I'm gonna put it in the middle so you can still see my pink in the corner. These go together really nicely. So, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't talk and do it, but. And then I'm gonna do my inner corner. So my inner corner, I'm gonna do this little whitey color. Put it in the corner here. Kind of blend it up. Ooh, you see it? And it's not even a white. It looks like a white in the pan, but it has like this pink. Like you can't tell here, but it has like it looks white, but it has like this like opaly pink reflect in it. It's really pretty. Kind of swoop it under here. Swoop it under here. Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do. See, I keep doing this when I'm on my way to work. Okay. Now I'm just gonna add some lipstick, some blush, a little bit of highlighter, and I'm gonna be done. But don't let anything stop you. And this video is gonna be pointless. I probably won't even have anybody watch it. Nobody's gonna take me serious for a while until I get it together. I understand that, but I really want to write some content down, so I could be more prepared on these videos. This is really just me getting ready for work, me talking about what I want to do for 2020, what I would like to happen for 2020. I would like, and I'm going to use this Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. I really would like to do some stuff and get some content, because I feel like that if I really put my mind to something, ooh, look at that, see? If I really put my mind to something, it can happen, you know. It can happen. Anything can happen if you believe it can happen. And this is gonna be a long video. Because I don't know how to edit yet. Once I start knowing how to edit, I can cut some stuff down. But I know for a fact that God did not bless me with certain things that I can do and not be able to use them, you know? It's like you have your gifts and you don't use them because you're scared. And we all go through it. We all go through it, you know? I don't want to be scared no more. I don't want to be... It's like I don't, you know, people... It's so many people that believe in me, and I don't even believe in myself. Like, how does that work? Look how pretty that is. How does that work, you know? It's like so many people like, you got this, and you're like, yeah, I know. And I still just don't. And I think a lot of it has to do with me being lazy. I can be really lazy. So I need to really get out of that hump of, you know, I want to have nice things and do things, nice things. But nobody's going to hand it to me. You know? Like, I can't find no sugar daddy out here to just say, hey, girl. And I don't want that. I've been through that. Like, people do things for you and then they throw it up in your face later. And it seems like they throw it up in your face when you're not in your best place. You know, and I just want to be able to just do things without someone feeling like they have to tell me what they did for me. You know? I don't want to... People will be like, you owe... Not I owe, but like... People be like, oh, you know, you owe me because I went this. You know, they want... Some people don't even give you time to get yourself together first. Like, before they got their hands out. Or, you know... Anybody who's really supports you and they've done anything for you, they don't expect anything in return. I mean... There's some people, they'll give you, like, if you have a friend or something, and let's just say you had a concept and they were like, you know what, let me help you out with this, and they gave you $1,000, you know. Some people then gave you $1,000 and don't even ask you for anything in return. They don't even expect anything, you know. They just want you to be, you know, be okay. So they do things for you. Those people who expect something in return, it's like, I don't want it, because I don't know. What if you gave me $1,000 and then the project that I was trying to do doesn't work out right? It's just not. I'm gonna use this other one, and this stuff smells so freaking good. I need it a little darker right here. I need some color. That one was tripping. That one was for a lighter tone girl, because I'm not that light. But you know, I don't want it. If I gotta worry about like my first $1,000 I make, I gotta pay you back, when you know that the first year of business you're basically struggling, because you gotta reinvest back into the business. Your first year of business, you gotta reinvest back into the business. You don't just start a business and you come home with monies and checks and stuff. You gotta reinvest. So it's like, you know, if I gotta reinvest back into the business, I need you to give me a little time to get my little situation together. Like, you know. Usually with people who do stuff out the goodness of their heart, they get stuff in return 10 times better than they did for the person that they did it for. So I'm gonna put this highlighter on there. This one is by Luna. It's called Electra. I believe I got this. It's a baked highlighter. I believe I got this from an Ipsy. And I stopped doing Ipsy. That shit was so overrated. I know they made these new boxes, but the only thing, I mean, I got some good products. I got some ColourPop lipsticks and stuff like that, but the only thing that was really exciting out of that was the darn bag, I think. The bag was exciting. Now they have that BoxyCharm, but I don't want to be obligated to pay $20-something every month. Like, that's another thing I want to do this year. Like, I really want to do better with my money. Like, I don't know where I be getting money from. I don't know how I be buying shit, because I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know where I get money from sometimes. Like, how did you just buy some shit that you didn't have no money? I like this palette for blush. I have other blushes, but I just really, really like this palette. It has so many options. I really like the darker ones. And I don't do all that smiling and shit. I just add it on. And sometimes you don't want it to add up a lot because it's going to look muddy right here. Right here. I remember my friend was like, girl, it look like your cheeks look like the bottom of a foot. I'm like, what the fuck? And it did, because I had so much bronzer and stuff just poked. And like, for me, pores are here in my face. Here in my face. So when you put a lot of product on there, especially, you know, certain things, it seeps into there and it settles into there. And you start looking really crazy. Okay. Now, I am going to use my Morphe Continuous Spray. I'm gonna set with some powder. I'm gonna use my Fit Me powder. I need to find a good like setting powder, because I don't like using a lot of powder because it makes me look cakey, and being that I'm older, it goes into those fine lines and shows all my business, you know. I don't want you to show all my business, just a little bit. You can show a little bit of my business. I don't want you all in my business. But you know, you can see this texture. Now, texture is your pores, like here. And like, sometimes I put these tightening masks on. Last night I did a eye mask, so you can see that my bags kind of are not as bad as they were if you watched my last video. But I like to set with powder. Now, I want to get the more oily areas, like my nose, this side part, and here, because this is where I'm more oily at. And then I just take the excess. Again, less is more, okay? Now, I'm going to take my Morphe Continuous Spray, and I'm going to now this blends the makeup and the powder together. Now look at that. Look how fine that is. Oof. I love that stuff. And then I'm going to set it into the skin, and I'm pressing. And I don't press like this because I don't want none of my makeup to come up with it, you know. So I need to do something with my hair. Okay. Boom. Now I am gonna use some more of this Falsali. Okay, I'm just trying this, and I'm gonna go back a little bit. It smells like oranges. Has these gold flakes in it. That's also supposed to be a priming set, so we're gonna see what it does. Okay, so that's that. that's that. I think I'm gonna wear lip gloss today. I don't want to put no eyeliner on because I want it to just be basic. Okay. So I'm gonna use today this Milani Prismatic Peach. That'll be cute. Okay, I like Milani. This is a plumper. It's not gonna be like really, you know, it's like a gloss. Okay, not a lot of color to it, but still beautiful. Usually, if you have more dramatic eyes with like a lot of gloss, you want to have a less dramatic lip because you want them to pay attention to your eyes. Okay, now if you have like a lot like this one, I could have probably used a brighter, like a lip, like a real darker lip. I could have gone like a good matte nude, like a pinky. Ooh. Well, this was all over the place. I just want to let you know that I have some recipes coming. Those I'm going to sit down. I'm going to measure out because I don't really do stuff by measurements. And if you're still watching, love you. I don't do those by measurements. I kind of measure, like I don't know if it's 2 teaspoons or whatnot. But I want to do some meals, show people how to do basic stuff. Like I have a cousin who doesn't know how to make white rice. And it was hard for me at first. It was either gummy or whatnot. And so it might be little stuff that I do. And I'm just going to keep at it. Like, I'm just going to keep at this. Like, right now, again, we in the basement. We in the basement, you know, making beats. And we hoping that we go mainstream one day. You know, you never know. But why not? Why not? This is Real Life Light. I'm in front of my window. What I've noticed too is when you do your makeup, my bathroom has these pink lights in it. It throws my colors off. So I decided I start doing my makeup here in the window. So at least I know when I go outside, I won't be looking too freaking crazy. But this is my look. Okay, I'm no supermodel. This is my look. And you're going to see that I'm kind of messy. But oh well. And I'm really not, but. So I hope you like my video. I got to learn how to look at straight ahead. But 2020, let's stop being procrastinators. And I'm saying that to me too. 2020, let's stop being a procrastinator, please. We got to do better. And when I say we all need to do better in some way. You know, everybody's not perfect. You're going to mess up. And this is me talking to myself. You're going to mess up. Everybody's not going to like it. You're going to have people talking about you. You're going to have people who hate on you. You're going to have people who love you to death. It is a part of life, you know. But when you keep trying and you keep going and you have a positive attitude and you love what you do, it'll come together. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this long ass video. I am going to try to learn how to edit so it doesn't have to be hours long. Even if you watched a portion of this video, I'm very thankful for that. And moving forward, again, I'll be having different content. I'm going to put some recipes together for certain things. And just little light stuff. Like it's the new year, so maybe some healthy alternatives for you to do, you know, let's see what happens. So I'm signing out. Happy Monday.